Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So, getting started with eBay, I mentioned before organization, which is not my strong point. So, starting out, I really have been focused on organization. But something that's been mentioned by other YouTubers and other business people in general is taxes. So, taxes. The biggest thing, well, actually, let's get this out of the way first of all. I'm not a CPA and I'm not giving you tax advice. I'm telling you what not to do. And the reason I can tell you what not to do is from experience. So, we had a whole bunch of stuff happen in our life all at once. It was about 12 years ago. It was just crazy. And ended up not filing our taxes. And then I'd always done it myself. It was always simple. I didn't own a house, didn't own anything. We just got our house. But then, big conglomeration of stuff happened between losing our house, losing jobs, changing all this other stuff. So, we didn't file taxes that year. Now, the reason I say we didn't file, I didn't say we didn't pay, because we both had W-2 jobs, my wife and I, and had money coming out of our checks, but we did not file. It started a snowball effect, to make a long story short, that I didn't file my taxes for 12 years. So, again, like I said, I did not pay my taxes. I just didn't file for 12 years. Now, during that 12 years, I never got letter 1 or phone call 1 from the IRS. That should have been a red flag to me. That red flag was they owed me money and I wasn't getting it. So, I say that and it sounds really dumb to a lot of people, I'm sure. But at the same time, it can just be a snowball effect, and the IRS is this big, scary entity, and you don't want to deal with them, and, whatever. So anyway, 2 years ago, I finally decided, listen, we've got to get this sorted out, or I guess it was a year ago, and called the CPA, got everything done, and went in, got it all sorted out. It only cost me about $800 to get him to just fix everything, get it all filed, and I got about $6,000 back. So, I say that because it's not as intimidating if you don't let it become a big, huge problem. So, that would be my word of advice is get organized now, keep everything in line, because hopefully you'll be successful enough in this business. You're going to make enough where eBay sends that nice letter to the IRS saying, hey, or PayPal, saying, hey, this many transactions went through. So track it now so that if and when that happens, you're prepared and it doesn't set you back. That's not what set me back, but it's something like that could set you back to where you're having a problem. And if you are self-employed full-time, you really got to keep on top of those taxes. I know a lot of self-employed guys, they make a lot of money, but because of how they did or didn't do their taxes, they have, permaliens basically, where they're paying a certain amount each month to the IRS because they worked for 3 years and never paid any taxes, and come to find out, they cleared $100,000 those years. So, it's something that it's not a big deal as long as you keep track of it up front. If you're interested, I have a Google spreadsheet that's real basic. Just send me a message or leave a comment here and I can send it to you, send you a link to it. And if you don't use it, that's fine. You could use your own. But it's just something you could use to track what you paid for an item versus what it sold for versus less your fees, so you know what you're making. And then honestly, if you use a CPA for taxes, you can give him your other information, give him this, and he can I mean, my CPAs looked at it and said, yeah, I can do everything you need right off the lot. I do a lot of my stuff on my own, which again, not saying that this is how you should do it. But find something that works for you and start it early so that it doesn't become a bigger problem later. So a lot of people I've talked to use GoDaddy bookkeeping, and they seem to like the way it works quite well. I personally, I looked at that and kind of wish I would have went that route. With my other business, I used QuickBooks Online, and I already had a lot of stuff set up in there. So when I started doing more reselling, I just made some new categories in that, and I just have it all together in that one program because I'm already paying for that program each month anyway. So, but find a program, whether it's a free one or whether it's a paid one, that works for you, and just stay on top of it. So that the thing with taxes and filing at the end of the year, honestly, if you do a little bit each month to keep everything in order, you got, a couple hours to get it sorted out at the end. Like I said, I do a lot of mine myself. My CPA really just double checks what I've done, makes some suggestions, and sends it in for me. So it's not a huge deal whichever way you decide to do it. Whether you decide to have a full-time CPA or whatever fits your business. But if you are going to start doing this on a consistent or regular basis, it's better to start planning for how you're going to file that stuff now so that it doesn't end up causing you issues in the near future. So just something to keep in mind. Stay on top of that so you don't do what I did. Do not wait 8 years. I honestly would have got about $14,000 back if I would have filed correctly over those years that I didn't file. So I lost out on $4,000. So don't do what I did. But anyway. Keep that in. No, it was more than because I've only got like $6,000 back. Plus I had to pay the accountant $800. So yeah, I suck at math. That's why I hate taxes. But anyway, I lost a lot of money. Yeah, like $9,000. Good thing my wife doesn't watch my videos. She kept telling me to get that sorted out. Anywho, so till next time, keep sourcing, keep busy. Keep listing, and then keep those little things in check so that they don't become bigger problems in the future. So hopefully I'll be back soon with another tips and tricks as I'm hopefully saving you guys some headaches and hassles as we go along. If they are helping you, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see them as they come out right away, be sure and subscribe. And we will talk to you all again soon. Have a great one.